Chris Shooter, the night has finally come. More than a decade battling it out in the ring, Chris Shooter, you and I, giving these fans some of the greatest matches of all time. The greatest rivalry in WCF history. And tonight, Chris Shooter, we have a date with destiny. We have a date with history. On this night, we're going at it for one final time. Last year's 7th, 4 years ago, Tool Stadium, Puerto. Chris Shooter defeats King Carloon for this WCF championship in the main event. You made me tap out for the very first time in my career with the sharpshooter. And then, Chris Shooter, you went on to have one of the longest WCF championship reigns of all time. Chris Shooter, last year 7th, 2011, you and I in the same scenario, but this time we were not facing each other. This time I was the champion once again, but you were the referee because you were retired. And you counted the 1, 2, 3. And King Carloon lost the WCF title once again at last year's 7th with Chris Shooter involved in the decision. Then comes December the 30th, 2012, PUERTO Park, my hometown. You come out of retirement, I come out of retirement. I return to WCF on December 3 on a special war zone. And I challenge you to this match tonight, to the biggest match that King Carloon and Chris Shooter have ever had. Because let me tell you something, Chris Shooter. This match tonight is the most important thing we've ever done. All the matches, the TLC, the first ever Hell in a Cell, the Gulf of Lake City bout, the great street fight we had in Warzone, the 43-minute match at the Somebody's Wrestling in 2008, the Last Man Standing at Challenges Night, the second Hell in a Cell, one night only, 2009. All of that means absolutely nothing, Chris Shooter, if tonight we do not deliver the greatest match of all time and the grandest stage of all time in our final, decisive, ultimate clash. Because Chris Shooter, I know this WCF championship, it's not on the line. But this is more than just a championship bout. This means more than if the title was on the line. Because this is our legacies. This is our passion. This is the undeniable passion, Chris Shooter. This is last year's 7th. This is our livelihood, our legacies, our heritage as wrestlers, as competitors. That's on the line, Chris Shooter. And I am going to give my absolute 100% of all of this mass of muscle that I've built all over these months in the gym. I'm gonna hit you with everything I have, with all the power that I have in this bunch, Chris Shooter. And I'm going to send you straight to the mat for the count of 1, 2, 3. Because all the work that I've put in the gym all these months will be absolutely nothing, will be worth nothing, will not be even worth a dime if I can't beat your shoulders to the mat tonight and finally fulfill my destiny. And my destiny is to defeat Chris Shooter on the grandest stage of them all. Last year's event. Last Wednesday night, you told me you didn't feel the guts. In your guts, just goosebumps. That you didn't feel the butterflies. And then you told me that come Sunday, last year's 7th, the butterflies and the goosebumps will be back in your stomach. Well, Chris, I wish that with this promo, I wish that with the 60,000 plus WCF fans out there at Puerto NIRANDA Park, that the goosebumps are back. Because if they're not, then I will be making sure that the goosebumps and the butterflies are back in your stomach. With a spear! With my thunderous spear! With my power! With my destiny of beating you tonight comes true. At the end of this night, Chris Shooter, WCF Championship, our matches, our rivalry will be just part of the past. Just like last year's 7th, 2012, King Carloon defeats Chris Shooter. No holds barred match will be part of the past as well.